What if the entire Spider-Verse was on the verge of collapse, and the only one who could save it might have to sacrifice everything? Dive into the untold secrets, shocking betrayals, and reality-bending battles in Spider-Man: Beyond the Spider-Verse. Stay tuned, because the fate of the multiverse will leave you speechless. The story opens with Miles Morales reflecting on his journey as Spider-Man. He has grown into his role as a hero, navigating the complexities of protecting not just his city but the entire multiverse. Since his last adventure, the multiverse has remained fragile, its existence tied to the web of life and destiny, a mystical construct connecting all realities and Spider-People. As he swings through Brooklyn, Miles notices strange disruptions, glitches in the fabric of his world. Buildings shimmer momentarily, people vanish and reappear, and parts of his city seem out of sync with reality. Meanwhile, Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, urgently summons Miles through a portal. Miguel explains that the web of life is unraveling, threatening to collapse every Spider-World. The anomalies Miles has witnessed are just the beginning. Miguel introduces the concept of the Weaver, a rogue being who once helped maintain the web but has since turned against it. The Weaver believes the multiverse has become too fractured and seeks to reset it entirely, even if it means erasing countless realities and Spider-People. Miles, still grappling with the responsibility thrust upon him, hesitates. He questions why he should be involved again. Miguel responds with a chilling revelation: Miles' universe is at the center of the disruption. If it falls, the entire multiverse could follow. This makes Miles a critical figure, not just in saving his world but in preserving every reality. As the two travel through dimensions, they witness the devastating effects of the anomalies, entire universes disintegrating into voids of nothingness. Miles is struck by the sight of Spider-People disappearing, their worlds collapsing. Miguel warns him that time is running out. In their exploration, they stumble upon a faint signal from Gwen Stacy, who has been investigating similar anomalies. Gwen reveals that she has uncovered fragments of the web that point to the Weaver's location. However, the path to confronting the Weaver is fraught with danger. They will need more allies and a better understanding of the web's origins. The chapter ends with a suspenseful twist. A Spider-Man from another dimension, corrupted by the anomalies, attacks Miles and Miguel. This Spider-Man's ominous words, "The Weaver is coming for you," leave Miles with more questions than answers, setting the stage for an epic journey. Miles Morales and Miguel O'Hara regroup after their encounter with the corrupted Spider-Man. Shaken but determined, they know they can't face the Weaver alone. To stand a chance, they need allies from across the Spider-Verse. Using a fragment of the web of life that Gwen discovered, they trace signals to universes where anomalies haven't yet caused full collapse. Their first stop is a dystopian world where they find Spider-Punk, a rebellious hero with a sharp wit and a guitar that doubles as a weapon. Spider-Punk joins reluctantly, skeptical of the mission but intrigued by the challenge. Next, they venture into a noir-inspired dimension cloaked in perpetual night. Here, they meet Spider-Wolf, a gritty, lycanthropic Spider-Man whose universe is on the brink of chaos. Spider-Wolf's raw power and instincts add a feral edge to the team, but his unpredictable nature makes him a wild card. As the group expands, Gwen Stacy reconnects with Miles, bringing her signature optimism and sharp skills to the mix. With Spider-Punk and Spider-Wolf in tow, they form a team that represents the diverse and extraordinary nature of the Spider-Verse. However, their mission is far from smooth. During their travels, the group encounters a dimension teetering on collapse. Here, they find a corrupted Spider-Man, a shadowy version of Peter Parker who has allied with the Weaver in a desperate attempt to save his own universe. This corrupted Spider-Man serves as both a powerful adversary and a tragic figure. He reveals that the Weaver promised to preserve his world in exchange for his allegiance. This revelation shakes the group, especially Miles, who wonders if they are truly on the right path. The battle with the corrupted Spider-Man is intense, pushing the team to their limits. They barely escape, leaving behind a dimension that disintegrates before their eyes. The stakes feel more real than ever, and doubt begins to creep into the team. Are they truly saving the multiverse, or are they merely delaying the inevitable? The chapter ends with the team arriving at a new dimension, one unlike any they've seen before. Its eerie silence and unnatural stillness suggest they're drawing closer to the Weaver's domain. As they prepare for their next move, tensions rise within the group, with Miles stepping into an unspoken leadership role. Yet questions linger: who can they trust, and how far are they willing to go to save the Spider-Verse? Miles Morales and his team, Spider-Punk, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Wolf, and Miguel O'Hara, venture into a mysterious dimension that feels disconnected from time and space. This strange realm is revealed to be the Nexus Core, a hidden location at the center of the multiverse where the web of life and destiny originates. The Nexus Core is a breathtaking, otherworldly space filled with glowing threads of energy stretching infinitely in all directions. Each thread represents a universe, pulsating with life and history. However, many of these threads are dimming, fraying, or snapping entirely, a visual reminder of the crisis at hand. The team explores the Nexus Core cautiously, sensing its immense power and fragility. Gwen discovers an ancient repository of knowledge, guarded by an AI-like entity called the Archivist. This being is a remnant of the original creators of the web, programmed to protect and record its history. Through the Archivist, they learn the web's origins. It was crafted by an ancient collective of spider beings who sought to connect their worlds, ensuring balance and unity across the multiverse. The Archivist also reveals crucial information about the Weaver. Once a protector of the web, the Weaver grew disillusioned, believing the web was flawed. The multiverse's constant disruptions and the burden of maintaining balance drove the Weaver to the conclusion that the only solution was a complete reset. This reset would destroy countless worlds but create a perfect multiverse without anomalies. As the team absorbs this shocking history, another twist emerges. The Archivist reveals that the Nexus Core itself is destabilizing, and Miles' universe is the epicenter of the disruption. This revelation shakes Miles to his core. Could he and his actions be the reason the Spider-Verse is unraveling? The Archivist offers a grim choice: sacrifice his universe to stabilize the multiverse or find a way to defeat the Weaver without triggering further collapse. Before the team can process this, they are ambushed by the Weaver's forces, an army of alternate spider villains corrupted by the promise of salvation. The fight is chaotic and intense, with the team barely managing to hold their own. In the midst of the chaos, Spider-Punk discovers a hidden passage leading deeper into the Nexus, where they hope to find answers, or confront the Weaver directly. The chapter ends on a suspenseful note as the team ventures into the unknown, their unity shaken by the heavy truths they've uncovered. As Miles Morales and his team press further into the heart of the Nexus Core, tensions run high. The weight of the revelations from the Archivist has shaken everyone, and cracks begin to show within the group. Spider-Punk, ever the rebel, questions the morality of their mission, suggesting that sacrificing one universe, even Miles, might be the only way to save the multiverse. Spider-Wolf, on the other hand, is more focused on survival, urging the team to act quickly before the Weaver's forces strike again. Gwen tries to keep the peace, but the growing dissent becomes harder to ignore. The team stumbles upon a hidden chamber within the Nexus, filled with ancient carvings and holographic projections of the web's history. Here, they uncover a shocking twist: the Weaver wasn't acting alone. Someone from the Spider-Verse has been secretly aiding the Weaver, feeding them information about the team's movements and weaknesses. The realization sends waves of paranoia through the group. Who could the traitor be? The answer comes sooner than expected. In a sudden and devastating twist, it's revealed that Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, has been working with the Weaver all along. Miguel, burdened by the endless responsibility of maintaining the multiverse, believed the Weaver's plan was the only viable solution. He didn't trust Miles and the others to make the hard decisions necessary to save the multiverse. His betrayal cuts deep, especially for Miles, who had grown to admire Miguel's dedication and leadership. Miguel tries to justify his actions, arguing that sacrificing a few worlds to save the multiverse is the only logical choice. But his words fall on deaf ears. The team, now fractured and angry, turns against him. Gwen, in particular, is devastated, as she had trusted Miguel completely. A tense battle breaks out, with Miguel using his advanced technology and combat skills to subdue the team. During the fight, Miles manages to appeal to Miguel's humanity, reminding him that spider people are defined by their belief in hope, even in the face of impossible odds. Miguel hesitates, torn between his loyalty to the Weaver and his faith in the team. Before he can decide, the Weaver's forces launch another attack, forcing Miguel to retreat into the shadows. The chapter ends with the team reeling from the betrayal. Trust is shattered, and the road ahead seems more dangerous than ever. Despite the fractures in their unity, Miles resolves to push forward, determined to stop the Weaver and save the multiverse, even if it means facing Miguel again. The team, now battered and divided, presses forward into the deepest layers of the Nexus core. Miles Morales, despite the weight of Miguel O'Hara's betrayal and the crumbling trust among the group, steps into a leadership role. He knows the fate of the multiverse hangs by a thread, and hesitation isn't an option. As they approach the Weaver's lair, a massive, pulsating web of energy encasing a blinding core, they are met with an overwhelming sense of dread. The Weaver emerges, a towering, otherworldly figure with a face veiled in shimmering threads. Their voice echoes with power and sorrow as they reveal their ultimate plan. The multiverse, the Weaver argues, is a chaotic, unsustainable mess. Every anomaly, every disruption, stems from the imperfections of the web. The only way to restore order is to destroy the existing multiverse and weave a new, flawless one. Miles steps forward, challenging the Weaver's ideology. He reminds them that the multiverse's beauty lies in its imperfections, in the individuality and resilience of each world. However, the Weaver dismisses his words, claiming that Spider people, despite their heroism, have caused just as much harm as good by disrupting the web with their actions. The final battle begins. The Weaver summons an army of corrupted spider villains and spider beings, twisting their powers into monstrous forms. The team fights valiantly, but the odds seem insurmountable. Each spider hero uses their unique abilities in a dazzling display of teamwork: Gwen's agility and strategy, Spider-Punk's electrifying attacks, and Spider-Wolf's raw, feral strength. Yet, it's Miles who becomes the heart of the fight. In a desperate move, Miles connects directly to the web of life, using his unique bioelectric powers to tap into its energy. This act grants him extraordinary strength but comes at a cost. His connection to the web begins to sever, threatening his existence as Spider-Man. With this newfound power, Miles confronts the Weaver in a visually stunning, reality-bending duel that pushes both to their limits. Ultimately, Miles doesn't defeat the Weaver with brute force. Instead, he appeals to their humanity, showing them a vision of what they are destroying: countless lives, stories, and connections that define the Spider-Verse. The Weaver hesitates, and in that moment of vulnerability, the team works together to stabilize the web. As the multiverse begins to repair itself, Miles realizes the cost of his actions. His connection to the web is permanently severed, meaning he can no longer travel through dimensions or fully be part of the Spider-Verse. However, he accepts the sacrifice, knowing he has saved countless worlds. The documentary ends on a hopeful yet bittersweet note. The team parts ways, their bond stronger than ever, and Miles returns to his Brooklyn, forever changed but resolute in his role as Spider-Man. The final shot lingers on a single, glowing thread of the web, symbolizing that even in the face of chaos, hope endures.